Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Boss Up and Glow Up with Lexi Sample, where we talk so much about how to glow the fuck up, how to be your best self, all about mental health, and this, that, and the fourth. Today, we're going to talk about how to feel your best and like how to get back into a routine, or if you're trying to start a routine, trying to improve your work schedule, like anything like that, because everything comes from within. When you feel good and you feel accomplished, you shine on the outside. You look good, you feel good. No, you feel good, you look good. And it is so true. We're going to talk about how to get back into routine. So, I do travel a lot for work, not as much as I used to, though, but I do tend to travel quite a bit. And it is important to keep a structured schedule while I am traveling, especially for work. If it's a vacation, fine. That's different. You're there to relax. But for work, you kind of got to keep a structured routine. And we're also going to discuss how to get back into routine after traveling, because when you are on vacation mode, you are on vacation mode. When you get back home, you're like, damn, you're all sluggish. You may have jet lag. Like, it is exhausting. So, we're going to talk about how to force yourself to get back into a routine, because you do not want to break that routine at all. Because when you get back and you start to slack off a little bit, you're going to continuously slacking off. We can't have that. We need a structured routine all the time. Of course, we're going to have our off days, but for the most part, we need to have a routine, because that is very important for your mental health, honestly. If I don't have a structured routine, I do not have mental clarity. I go insane. I need routine in my life. Like, I just switched my gym membership to this class that is the same time every single day, because I am that anal about structuring my morning routine. It's crazy. But let's get into it. Let's discuss how to keep a routine, how to get into a routine, this, that, and the fourth. Let's go. The biggest thing that keeps me going and having a structured morning routine, and just all over routine in general, is my workout schedule. Everything I do is around my workout schedule. I just changed my classes, so I go to the gym at 7:30 every day, and I do an hour workout from 7:30 to 8:30, and then I'll get my work done. And just having that workout schedule makes me have a structured schedule, because I am feeling good after a workout. I never ever feel worse. Every time you work out, you definitely feel better. I don't want to hear that you feel worse, because you definitely don't unless you're sick or hurt. But having that scheduled workout schedule helps me with all of my other things. Because if I slack off on my workouts, then I begin to slack off on everything. Because then I'll wake up one day and just be like, I don't feel like working out today. And then I won't work out. And then it'll be like, ugh, I don't feel like doing work today. And then I won't do anything and I'll just sit in bed. And that's not good. But when I start my morning off with a nice workout, I have a bunch of energy and I'm ready to tackle the day. That's why I like doing those classes. But it is a little bit easier for me because I've always been pretty active. Growing up, I did cheerleading, gymnastics, I ran track, I played tennis. Like, I even did softball for a little bit and soccer, but I didn't like soccer at all because I didn't like wearing the high socks. But my shit was tennis, cheerleading. I did like track. I liked gymnastics, but I liked cheer a little bit more. But I was always active growing up. So it kind of forced me into that habit of always needing to get some exercise in. So it is a little bit easier because when I work out, I just overall feel healthier. Now, if you're trying to get into working out and going to the gym isn't your thing, but just go on a walk. I go on walks all the time, especially because I have a dog, so it forces me to go on walks. But just go on a little walk, like a 5-10 minute walk. You don't have to do anything serious, but if you are just walking and moving your body, you're gonna feel so much better. And especially walking. Going on walks, you get that mental clarity. I love going on walks. Anytime I'm like super, super stressed out, if it's nice out, I'm not gonna do this in the freaking blizzards, but if it's a decent day, I'll go out and take a walk. Have you ever heard the saying, when you're all stressed out, people say, eat a banana and sit outside for a while? That works. Like, just being outdoors and just getting that vitamin D works. But for me, I'm not going to eat a banana and sit outside for a while. I'm going to go on a little walk. I'll just walk around the neighborhood and just think, put my headphones on, listen to some music, listen to a podcast, boss up and glow up. I will just clear my head. And it really works. Because if you don't like working out, because I get it, you get really sore. Some people don't like that feeling, but just going on a little walk, you'll still have that mental clarity and you will feel freaking good. And if you schedule your workouts for your work schedule, like let's say, for example, you have to be at work by 9 a.m. If you Some people don't like getting up early, but you should. Let's say if you work at 9 a.m., I would say get up at 6 o'clock, work out 6:30 to 7:30, and then you have time to get ready for the day or something like that. It doesn't need to be those exact times. Or even after work, schedule your workout for after you're done work because that way you will still have that schedule. However, me, I cannot work out after I've done things for the day. I have to do it the first thing just because it's an energy booster. I get so much energy after I work out. I will never be able to sleep, especially because I drink a energy drink when I work out. I will never be able to sleep if I worked out at night. Another thing that keeps me into a feeling good routine is diet. I just subscribed to HelloFresh and it works wonders for me. It is not sponsored. I promise you this is not sponsored, but it really helped me because I would never ever cook. Like I just hated it because I was like, it takes so long. I hate cleaning up the kitchen. I don't like this. I don't like that. But I like set my account to like 30-minute meals. So they're like quick and easy and it's like the fit and wholesome setting. So everything's like pretty healthy and it literally comes with step-by-step instructions. So it helps me schedule out my meals for the week as well. And I'm gonna sound like such a organized freak, but like it really is the little things and little habits that really make a difference in my life. So it tells you exactly what to do. It tells you how long it's gonna take to prep, how long it's gonna take to cook, and it is easy. And it forces me to eat healthy because I choose all the healthy meals. And since I have meals for the week, it prevents me from eating out because I'm like, I'm paying for this subscription. I don't want to throw a meal away, so I'm not gonna DoorDash. Because that was my problem last year is I was just so lazy. I would DoorDash all the time. Or if I would cook, it would be like just pasta or mac and cheese. Like I wouldn't cook healthy, balanced meals, which I wanted to. I've been saying I wanted to eat healthy, but I think that subscription helped me really get into a healthy diet schedule, which you don't have to get a meal subscription like I did. I'm just saying it helped me a lot, but something along the sorts. Like maybe if you plan your meals ahead of time, and if you just have an overall healthy diet, it's gonna help you feel your best. Obviously, we know that. But it really does help because you feel good, you look good. Because whenever you eat a healthy meal, do you feel bloated afterwards? No. But when you eat Chick fil A, do you feel bloated afterwards? That was my weakness. I loved Chick fil A so much. And you're allowed to eat unhealthy sometimes. Oh, I also wanted to touch on the 80-20 rule. That's how I live my life. I swear by the 80-20 rule. So it's like 80% nutrients, healthiness, perfect, clean, whatever, and then 20% whatever you want. So how I do my 80-20 rule is I eat healthy Monday through Friday. So I have my meals come Sunday. So I have Monday through Friday, I can cook my healthy meals. And then Saturday and Sunday, I will maybe go out to dinner with my friends on Saturday. I'll eat unhealthy or I'll just, do a little DoorDash and binge Netflix kind of day. So I will have all my unhealthy stuff on the weekends, which it's not really too bad. I'm just a big dessert person, which I do love my pasta too, but I can't help my sweets. So I won't do too much unhealthy sweets during the week. Sometimes I'll like eat a little piece of cake or something. Not like a whole cake, but like something. And then on the weekends, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. It's honestly cake and ice cream for me. I have such a sweet tooth. It's insane. I get it from my great grandmom. She always had me eating ice cream growing up, and it was just, I loved it. And that was my favorite thing. Well, not really my favorite thing. There were so many things I loved about her, but it was funny because anytime I was sad, she'd be like, here's ice cream. And that's what we do when we're sad, we eat ice cream. So do the 80-20 rule because I think it works wonders. 80% nutrients, 20% whatever you want. But don't go too crazy on the 20% because we need to keep it at 20%. Let's say like you were really good during the week and then on the weekend you eat like a pizza, a cake, an ice cream. That's a little more than the 80/20 rule. I'm saying do all healthy during the week and then on the weekend either choose between an unhealthy meal. Like sometimes I'll do a pasta but then no dessert or a healthy meal and then dessert. You know what I mean? And or I'll switch it with the weekend. But I think that really helps when I have my meals in a schedule like that, it helps me tremendously because then I don't have to think about what I'm gonna cook. If I just plan what I want throughout the week, it saves so much time. Like that's a huge thing about routine is you need to figure out where to spend your time. Like I would hate to spend all this time in the grocery store just thinking, what do I want to make? Yada yada yada. That just it takes too long, honestly. So I think it's very important to plan out your meals because then a lot of people say they don't like cooking because they're exhausted after they get done work. But if you have it already planned out, you already know what you're doing, you already know how long it's going to take and you are in full control of that. It's not like you're coming home from work starving and you're gonna just pick something up at a drive-thru on the way home because you don't know what you wanna eat. So if you already know ahead of time and you prepped it already or you just know what you're gonna make, that helps a lot. Because if you're just like, I'm just starving, because every time I'm finished a workday or the gym or something, I am so hungry. And I do not want to sit there and look through my cabinets, look through my fridge, look through the pantry, look through everything and be like, I don't know what I want to eat. I just have no idea. And then it ends up in, let me just DoorDash and I'll go take a shower while it comes. And then it ends up being unhealthy because I didn't plan ahead of what I wanted to eat and I just DoorDash to save time and to just be lazy, then that is not good because it became a huge habit. Having positive habits, it really just changes your life. Like even the little tiny habits, like just having a meal subscription for me just changed my day tremendously. And I'm not telling everyone, oh, you have to get a meal subscription to eat healthy. Like, no, that's not the case if you just plan ahead. I'm just saying that's what worked for me, honestly, because it's like I'm paying $70 a week or something like that for HelloFresh. I would be spending way more than that in the grocery store because I would be going down like the cereal aisle because I love Lucky Charms. I would get boxes of Lucky Charms. I would get ice cream. I would get this. I would get that. And then a lot of stuff would just go to waste. So it's just helpful for me. I don't have to go grocery shopping. I know exactly what I'm gonna eat every single day. I have a card, it has instructions, and it's teaching me how to cook, and it has me on a diet schedule. Perfect. That's all I need. And that's honestly all you really need is to just know what you're gonna make every day, make sure it's healthy ish, and just make sure it doesn't take too long. And if it does, you could just meal prep. It just depends on your schedule. If you work from home, it's probably easier to spend time cooking. But if you don't, I know a lot of people go to work 9 to 5, and then by 5, your stomach is like rumbling and you just don't want to cook. I think it helps. So just have your diet planned out. Just because you're starving, do not binge eat because that's what I used to do. I would just be starving and I would just eat whatever the fuck because I eat with my eyes sometimes. Like when I'm so hungry, I will eat anything in sight. So it helps me to kind of plan it out because I'm cooking before I'm starving. Anyway, that's enough with the diet talk. We need to discuss the importance of a morning and night routine next. Establishing a structured morning and night routine is so important. It just helps you a lot. So let's start with the morning routine. I'm going to tell you my morning routine. You don't have to have yours exactly like mine, but you just have to have a structured morning routine. It'll help you feel good throughout the day. It'll keep your mind right. So what I do, I get up every day, not every day, sorry, Monday through Friday at 6:30 because I want to be at my workout class by 7:30. So I'll wake up, I will journal before I leave my bed. Not journal, but I'll do my morning manifestations and my gratitude. I'll write what I'm grateful for. I'll write like what I want to accomplish this year. I'll write what I my goals in life. Like that's how I'll do it. And that gets my mind ready for the day. It makes me excited. It makes me motivated to get through the day because I'm like, yes, I'm going to tackle so much stuff because these are the goals I want to achieve this year. I need to achieve these goals. And the only way for me to achieve these goals is to think about them constantly and I'll be motivated to grind. So I like to start with my morning gratitude. Then I'll make my bed, of course. I cannot not make my bed. It has to be like one of the first things I do because then since I work from home, I'll be motivated to get back into bed and just bring my laptop in there and just work from my bed. No, we're not doing that. We're going to make the bed. Okay? Make your bed. And then I have to feed my dog, and then I'll take her for her morning walk. Oh, wait, no. Before I take her for her morning walk, I get dressed. Duh. I didn't need to say that. And then I will go to my workout class. I like to drink my energy drink while I'm on the way to the workout class. So every morning, I just know exactly what I need to do before I leave the house. And while I'm driving and drinking my energy drink to my workout class, I'll have like under eye patches on my eyes just because I used to like to do them before I do my makeup, which I still do, but it would just take some time when I got home. So I'm like, why not just put them on while I'm on my way to my workout? And it kills two birds with one stone. So I'll do that. And then after my workout, I'll shower. Of course, we're not going to be dirty. And then I'll do my skincare. My morning skincare and my night skincare are different, obviously. So I'll do my skincare and then I'll make a protein shake and breakfast and all that. And then I'll be ready to start my workday. But that's just so important to have an established morning routine because it really sets the tone for your whole entire day, your whole entire week. Oh, also, I take my vitamins when I eat breakfast. I used to do it before my workout and it would just not sit right with my stomach. So I started doing my vitamins when I eat breakfast. Speaking of which, I need to go take my vitamins, but I'll do it after I film. I just remembered. But that's also very important to just have an established morning routine because it really just sets the tone for the whole day. And honestly, just starting with a little gratitude in the morning really makes me motivated to start my day. So you don't have to have a morning routine just like that, but just have a structured morning routine because that'll really help you stay on track, stay on schedule. You'll accomplish your goals better. I promise you. Have an established morning routine. And of course, on top of having an established morning routine, you need to have an established night routine too. I'll tell you about mine. So, my night routine consists of after I am finished working for the day, I will make dinner if I already made it yesterday, because sometimes with my meals, I will have leftovers, of course. So I'll make dinner. And then after dinner, I will take off my makeup, wash my face, and then I'll do my red light therapy mask. And then while that's sitting on my face, I'll read a book. And that usually takes about 30 minutes. So I'll start reading. And then when the light goes off, I'll stop. And then I will do the rest of my skincare. Sorry. And I've already showered at this point because I shower before I take off my makeup because, like, it's just an extra step. I hate taking off my makeup at the sink because then the water gets all over my hands. It's just a sensory nightmare. So I like to take off my makeup in the shower because I can clean my body and just take off my makeup and I'm not getting all wet. My clothes aren't getting wet. It's annoying because I just freak out. I used to always do my skincare over the sink and it's a sensory nightmare. I can't do it, but after I finish my skincare, I'll take my dog out for the night and then I will sit back in bed and I will read part of my book. So I like to read at least like 5 chapters of my murder mystery novels at night. And I get too scared to like fall asleep right after reading that because then I'll have dreams about me getting like murdered and stuff. So after that, I'll read a chapter of a self help book, which I'm reading right now, The 48 Laws of Power. So after I'm done my murder mystery, I'll read a chapter or two of the 48 Laws of Power. So I'm thinking about that instead of the murder mystery. And then when I'm done reading that, I will journal. I'll reflect on how my day went that day. I like to journal and say how my day went at night because then I can reflect on the day. Like if the next day I'm having like a bad day, I can reflect on how good the previous day was and not get upset about it. Or vice versa. If I'm having a really good day and then a bad day, I can dwell on that too. And I just like seeing your progress because when I journal every night, I'm just seeing how every day went. What do I need to improve on? What do I need to change? What went good? What went bad? How am I feeling? I kind of like to keep tabs on how I'm feeling, what I did, just to see what improvements I need to make. And it just makes me feel good before I go to sleep. And then I'll turn on the TV, but I'll put on a YouTube subliminal. So then I'm sleeping to subliminals. I used to put on SpongeBob at night, and then it was just hard for me to fall asleep. So I've just been putting on subliminals. Sometimes I'll do melatonin, sometimes I won't, but melatonin gives me like weird dreams. But that's pretty much my night routine. I just think having a established night routine is very important. Like make it a whole event. Like before I go to bed, I make it an event. Oh, I forgot to mention, like while I'm reading, I also drink this sleepy time tea. So I'll make this tea, I put magnesium powder in it, I'll put my collagen powder in it, which also has protein in it. And I'll use a peppermint tea because peppermint is so good for digestion. I sleep so good when I do that tea because magnesium is supposed to relax you. Then I'll sip on my tea with my skincare on, reading my book, and it's so good. It's so calming. It's helping me wind down. Back when I used to be a server at the Cheesecake Factory, I used to just plop into bed after my shift. Obviously, my feet hurt, I was tired, I was exhausted, but I feel like it would take me forever to fall asleep because I would just lay in bed and then just doom scroll. But having an established night routine and making going to bed a whole event makes me sleep so much better. It makes me relax. I'm winding down, I'm doing healthy things, and it just feels really good rather than just plopping into bed. Because when you just plop into bed, it's just so easy for me to doom scroll. And now that I'm reading before bed, I'm not doom scrolling. And it's so good. I honestly have not really been doom scrolling this year, and I'm so proud of myself for that. I've been trying my best not to doom scroll. It's so hard. It's really hard, but reading helps, honestly. But of course, you don't have to have the same night routine as me, but just have your own structured night routine, especially if you keep it the same every single night. You're going to get excited to do it. I look forward to doing my night routine every single night. Like, I am excited to do it right now. Like, and it's the morning time. I'm looking forward to doing my night routine because it feels so good and I love doing it. And I just take that time for myself. You were spending all day working, interacting with people, doing this, doing that. Take that time for yourself to just really wind down and care for yourself. It makes a huge difference in your everyday life. I promise you that. It really does. So at this point, we poured into our fitness cup, we poured into our diet cup, and our morning and night routine cup. What's left? Our social cup. Yes, I know sometimes we want to be antisocial, especially in the wintertime. Trust me, I get it. But pouring into your social cup is so important, and I didn't realize how important it was until I stopped doing it. So when I started my healing journey, because I was like depressed and anxious and I was a disaster, I started only reading self-help books. I just started focusing on the gym. All I did was like self-care, and I kind of detached from everyone. Like, I didn't really spend time with my friends, I didn't spend time with my family. And then I was wondering, why am I like feeling so depressed? I feel like I'm getting worse. I'm not getting better. And I was talking to my therapist, and she was saying, "Well, do you socialize?" And I was like, "No, I haven't. I don't want to." And she was like, "That's why. You're pouring into every other cup but your social cup. Like, you are a social butterfly." Like, I am. I'm very extroverted. And I turned into an introvert because I was just trying to focus on myself, which is great. But you need to remember, you need to make time for your social cup. You need to socialize with your friends. You need to socialize with your family. You need to get that, because when you're not socializing, it's just you get bored with your life and it kind of makes you sad. And that's what happened to me because I was wondering why I'm so sad. But that's why I literally detached from everyone. So what I started doing, I see my family a lot. I've been going to dinners with my friends and stuff. I started playing tennis again. So I've been doing some social interactions with people. So I'm not just doing health and wellness, I'm still socializing now. And I feel a lot better. I don't feel as depressed. I don't feel as anxious. Never, ever, ever cut your friends off, which I didn't fully cut my friends off because I was still like texting them and talking to them. But I wasn't making time to hang out with them because I was like, I can't do this because I have to go to the gym in the morning. Like, no, you can literally do that and go to the gym in the morning. Like, what? Why are you doing that? And the gym, that's another thing. Like, socialize, like, find people to socialize with. So that's why I like those workout classes, because it's people in there with the same interests as you, and they're in their health and wellness era, so you can socialize with them and then maybe make plans outside of the gym, which is great. But make sure you're pouring into your social cup. Don't completely detach yourself from everything, because that's what I did, and it wasn't good. I thought I was just healing and doing something great for me by just focusing on me, but it honestly made me feel worse because I was just spending so much time by myself reading, which I felt really good about myself, but I was still kind of depressed because I wasn't socializing. And we don't realize how important it is to socialize. Like, we need to pour into our social cup. So make sure you're doing that, whether it's doing a workout class to talk to people. Maybe you should find a hobby. Maybe this is your time to find a hobby. Be in your hobby era. Go take a pottery class, take an art class, do something outside of your work schedule, outside of your current routine that is socializing. Like you are supposed to be doing something that has no purpose other than just entertainment. Like you should be doing that. It shouldn't just be like work, 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 gym, 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 gym. I was like that. Don't be like that. So, what I'm trying to do this year is at least once a week do something that is not work, not the gym, that has no purpose other than social entertainment. And that honestly helps a lot. Like this week, I have a dinner with my friends on Friday. That's my socializing and my thing that has no purpose other than entertainment. That's what I'm doing this week. Next week, I am going to take a dance class. I'm so excited for that. So just once a week, I'm just trying to do something that has no purpose other than entertainment, which it's been working because I get excited for that day. And it's just nice to take your mind off of work and the gym and just kind of just have a little entertainment. And when I say this, I don't mean watch TV. Like it has to be social entertainment, not just entertainment. Okay? Make sure you're socializing. It's hard, especially when you're in your healing era and you just kind of want to be by yourself, but that'll bite you in the ass. It's good to be by yourself and embracing your alone time, but it's also good to be social and keep making time for your family, keep time for your friends, and just please socialize. It it's helpful because then you have your like exciting day and then it's like the week starts again and you're like, "All right, back into it. I'm so excited for the weekend because I'm doing this art class with my friends, I'm doing this dance class with my friends, I'm doing this, I'm doing that." Like you'll look forward to it. When I was not socializing, my week looked the same all the time. Like my weekends look like my weekdays. And that's not what we want. We want to make sure we're pouring into our social cup, okay? Don't forget that. Even if you're sad, I promise you, hang out with your friends or something. Because your friends, you should be excited to hang out with them. You should never feel down when you're with your friends. It should help you. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of Boss Up and Glow Up. I hope that taught you a little bit and made you a little motivated to feel your best self, get into a routine, or just structure your routine a little bit because routine is so important. And if you feel good on the inside, you shine on the outside. It's so important. You don't realize how important routine is until you break out of a routine and you're like, damn, like, why am I depressed? Why am I feeling like this? It's because your routine isn't right. So make sure you get your routine in check. It doesn't have to be what I said, but as long as you have a structured routine and you're pouring into all of your cups, your health cup, your wellness cup, your work cup, and your social cup, you're good to go. Just make sure you have it structured to whatever works with your schedule. Just have a structured routine, please, and make sure you're pouring into all your cups. Okay? Thank you so much for listening. I will see you next week. Bye.